Good day and cheers from Ed over at Antique Toys. We have a killer book you're going to want to order for yourself. Call this a preview. Oppenheimer, Harper and Row did this, and it's an older toy auto book that I'm going to give you a preview of. And again, all copyrights belong to Harper and Row, but we're going to want to do a preview so you know what to go out and buy on your own. Okay, literally it says 200 color plates and impressive, and it absolutely is. This ends up being one of the nicest books on toys of the 20th century. Pressland had some amazing books, but Oppenheimer Collection was right up there. 1890, 1939, Harper Row. And I mean, look at that beautiful picture right there. And it shows you how big some of these cars can get. And there's a lot of text about Oppenheimer being born in Switzerland in 1944. He loves real cars, but then you get these detailed plates which talk about the different companies, bibliography, and then without further ado, gorgeous cars. We've got a nice looking Bing here. Guntherman, they're calling it a vis-a-vis. And you get to see what some of these tin cars look like when they were relatively new. Hand-painted detailing, simulated rugs and such. And just really gorgeous details. This particular one, it's in an unknown maker. They were thinking maybe Corette, maybe marketed by Moses K. Konstrom. But please keep us in mind if you have any items like this you want to sell. And then you get into Corette and Hess. This is a Hess right here. You get into horseless carriages that literally look like carriages. Guntherman. And I'm going to skip some pages to leave you some good stuff, but Lehman, Ohos, you get into Bing. Look at this Corette. I know it doesn't look like much, folks, but it's magnificent in terms of industrial design. Hand painting mixed with tin lithography. Open four-seater here. And the Corette, they're calling this a rear entrance tonneau. And again, maker unknown. We're just really not sure where this one lands. I happen to have a smaller version of it. Two-seater. They're thinking Bub. To me it looks a bit more like Corette, but details TBD. Fisher, and it's about 13 inches with good looking headlights. And this one is a Bub, Carl Bub, and you see that really deep glossy paint that Bub used quite a bit. And this ends up being Simon, as I recall, Simon Guntherman, or SG marked. And then you get later into the book, and the pages, 2-page plates. This is a Bing Taxi, as I recall. Actually, I'm wrong. It looks like they're considering it a Fisher, Lehman's, and so forth. And I'll just jump to the back real quick. Between Hess and on the right, another Hess pickup truck. This one I particularly like, so let me know if you have one for sale. And we're going to jump a bit more towards the late 20s, 30s, where you've got a Bub limousine, and then, as they say, and I completely agree, an extremely fine Bub convertible. They're calling it a convertible saloon. Electric headlights, rubber tires, and it is a Horsch. Quite an expensive toy. And we will leave you with some Tip & Co. cars. Gorgeous Tipco cars, mid-30s. And again, be sure to consider Oppenheimer's book. We see this come up on Abe Books, ABE Books. We see this sometimes come up on eBay used, and at times Amazon. see in the bottom, it's ISBN 006-015-778-X. So go ahead and get yourself a copy, but in the meantime, enjoy this preview of Toy Autos 1890, 1939. Cheers from Ed over at Antique Toys. And as always, keep us in mind for similar toys in your collection or inheritance. We love them and we love to share. Take care.